there are those super beings that have these designated powers maintained by whatever kind of logic there is. If there isn't, this power of reality pending is strangely enough still as unique than the other. I'd say these are determined by the people personalities, but whatever you want to say, and maybe it might be me just creating my own stories. Oh well. No. But anyway, we're going to be talking about world alters and reality shapers. Yeah, let's get started. Also, hate survivors. Uh, yeah, subscribe, tell you know, never listen, no, subscribers. Anyways, let's just get into it. So I don't know how many people on YouTube here are aware that I have recently made some comics, and also I have a a Twitch SMP lore uh streaming thing on Twitch on my Twitch. Basically, like since I've been gone, I've been making lots of stories, and in those stories, I have found some interesting ones. Actually, you can kind of see one right there. That was not supposed to be in the shot. Uh, anyways, so we're going to be talking about three different uh, individuals who have the power to, well, like I said, like these are things, these are like reality benders. These are things that don't abide by the rules. There are rules though. I should have. This is not scripted, by the way. So yeah. So we're going to be talking about two, which are world alterers, and then there are reality shapers. Okay, so yeah, and I just decided on this name, which is called the Alternators, and yeah, the Alternators can alter reality or whatever. But yeah, world alterers have like at least one rule, and then reality shapers have almost free reign, but have some consequence to it, like some price. But yeah, I'm gonna go one by one. Okay, so the three that I have made so far. There are gonna be more, including Vomians. But Vomians are are a completely different story. So I'll talk about them in another video if this decides to be that. So the three are Jade Lark, Havem Hunter, and Hood. Alright. And Hood is the one over there. Alright, so we're gonna start with Jade Lark. Jade Lark is the what I have determined as kind of like the best kind of currently my personal favorite world alterer. Even though there are a few, still my favorite. Basic, but yeah. So basically, just to I'm just gonna go with the scale. I'm gonna talk about the description just a tiny bit. Um, right after I say everything about her. All right, so Jade Lark. So she's like this superpowered being with like multiple powers, including the world altering ability, which include shapeshifting, knowing different dialects, being a skilled game master, being a molecule teleporter. I've already made a video about molecule teleportation, I believe, with miming or something. I don't know. And yeah, pretty sure I'm missing another one, but oh well. And basically, she owns this world that called Nice World, 4020. And yeah, in this world, it's basically like if Vegas was a planet. What I mean by that is that it's pretty much it's like an alien planet. Like everything is like cityscape, but like it's all like different because like there are different like creatures around and stuff. There aren't any doctors, only vets because like practically every single creature here would practically be an animal, including humans. And yeah. Anyways, the thing that has made Jade Lark go into this world, like be in this world and like shape it into whatever it wants, whatever she wants, is yeah, the power of world altering. All right, now that we got one person out of the way, we could talk about the world altering ability. All right. So yeah, world altering is basically what you would say as like a reality event. Like where basically all laws of nature, physics, whatever you have, are nothing. Like just Play-Doh to these world alterers. Where like in a comic of Jade Lark, there's one where a flying bullet goes directly to is shot right next to her head. Obviously because like sometimes nice world isn't always a nice for like certain creatures and stuff. Either way, in the comic, she makes this into like a floating building. So that shows you like yeah, like that is how it can mold into it. There are other places in there, but I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, there is one rule. These world alterers can do whatever they want, except leave the world. These beings could like even like make it so like one world looks like millions, but still they can't do something that has been called world hopping or world jumping. Oh yeah, world jumping. Yeah. I have also made a video about that in the paradox control video, I believe. But yeah, basically they can't go to like parallel worlds. They can't go to like alternate worlds. They can't like be a part of paradox control. They can't like world jump, like, even if they tried, because the world itself is bound by this being. Like, if you have a world alterer, they can't leave it, and if you somehow do it, it is shattering. It is shattering in a way. Like you have to bend it. You have to, like the world alterer has to be a part of it. It has to bend the rules so much that it's very troubling. Like a lot of times the paradox control have to be a part of it, and even then it's still almost unretrievable of it. Yeah, but either way, Jade Lark doesn't really care. Actually, she just aspires to be a paradox control member. She wears like this jumper where it looks like the paradox controller. And yeah. But either way, she loves this job because like it's the funnest place ever. And yeah, you should definitely check out that comic because yeah, I'm definitely gonna make more. Self-promotion aside, let's go on to the next one. Havem Hunter, myself. Oh god. Okay, anyways. Alright, let me go down here. So Havem Hunter is technically the first created world alterer. Although it was before the name was even called that. So basically yes, the same rules apply. Except Havem Hunter was able to be born before the creation of World 7, aka the Havem SMP. And this world before was like, I believe it was, I'm just going off the tip of my mind, 694? I mean, oh wait, no, not 694, 6.94, I believe. Or 6.84, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully the image will prove me or anything like that. And yeah, like the same thing is that yeah, he was able to actually create World 7 itself. Like it was out of like this chaotic mess from like the previous world that made it into like its solid kind of like still chaotic but somewhat manageable world. That was the most he had as the creator. So bring that into perspective that yeah, even though world alterers are bound have the rule to be bound to the world, they can't like they could exist after it. And in fact, or be creating the world. It's confusing. So Havem Hunter afterwards was like just this normal guy. He was able to just live and wait, but he had this friend and stuff that was okay. There's a lot of context with that. Let me go back to town. Flood. I believe I made a video. I don't know how good it was actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah. So Flood. Flood was able to, like, with the logic of the Havem SMP, where dead pets could produce curses or powers. He was able, once Flood died, he was able to manipulate and enhance Havem Hunter's powers, and that was including the world altering ability. Except this world altering ability, because it was from Flood, it was a water elemental kind of power. It wasn't really with like, it was technically without limitation, but he because it was Flood, he decided to make it into water abilities. But anyways, a lot of depressing moments happened, a lot of like existential dread or whatever, blah 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 blah. Basically, this became a problem because because eventually Flood got a physical form again because of this ability. Us making two world alterers in the same world, where one has a faction where they want to be peaceful, and the other is like it's just causing chaos for no reason. Obviously, we didn't want that. So there was an instance called the end of Flood. You could tell that yeah, Flood was defeated, but with a consequence. With this consequence, there was a tear in the multiverse. You see how big they can get, right? But yeah, a tear in the multiverse happens where, and then Flood goes in. It wasn't that big at the time, but the Nexal universe, aka whatever, aka the universe that matters, has many infinity years long. Like, infinity is a number. Eventually this became a conflict, but I'm not going to go into it because there are in development of that event. I don't want to spoil anything before it even happens. But yeah, tear in the multiverse. Tear in the multiverse is one of the consequences of being a world alterer trying to stop another world alterer. Okay? I don't know why I'm getting so intense with this. But yeah, again, they were able to exile a world alterer. That's the thing. And then, like, yeah. There are more consequences on the way, but I'm not getting into it in this video. Anyways, I don't even know how. Next, alternator. Alright. So this alternator, the person you can see right there. I'll just show it up here. Yeah. This is Hood. AKA Aofia Sigia. Yeah, it's a weird name, but I didn't come up with it. Someone who accidentally typed their name wrong in Kahoot made it. Okay. So don't blame me about that name. I don't know, it kind of stuck me. Anyways, this being is not a world alterer. This person technically could go to different worlds, but currently is not in tune with her powers. That's the thing. Okay. Let me sit down for explaining Hood. So Hood got her powers from, well, first she has the power from the an enhanced technologically advanced mask that could if it has unstable properties if you wear something on your head, like for instance these glasses would count as something. I don't know what, I should probably make a glasses character. But basically her power has near omnipotent power whenever she wears a hoodie. And I'm making a multi-part series showing power she has whenever it rains. But yeah, that's not in this video. When she's if she's in her normal form, he has this reality shaper ability. Now, yeah, this is different from world altering, mainly because you could also go to other worlds with it. And not to say that and you would think that it would get smaller, but yeah, it's really depending on their minds, I guess. Kind of their mental states, or their any kind of health, that's part of it. If they're emotionally distraught, they can have unstable, their power is unstable. If they, well, maybe not, sometimes when it's physical, getting hit or something, it could sometimes bring up a fight or flight like any other person would do. If they just lost it in there, then just go sporadic. But yeah, yeah, she just limits it to herself because she's kind of she's supposed to be a character who holds in this power, because if it's unleashed, then everything can't be redeemed. Even if she might have the ability to. And yeah, again with the consequences thing. That's the thing. Anyway, so she had her reality shaping abilities are depicted with these two rings that also show a white void inside it, where this is basically to show power. It's sometimes it's visible, sometimes not. Really depends. She, oh my gosh, I can't spoil it, but yeah, she has this. She was given this because let's see. Okay, I have to try to. Sorry. I just went into a pickle with this one. So yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just go with it. She was destined to have it. So basically, hoodie power is not just limited to the world of 1976. That's the world that she's in. And yeah, there are many more people with they call it what do they call it? The cowl, the cloak. I don't know, or just hoodie power in general. Yeah, just call it. Yeah, it's just basically hoodie power. Okay, I'm making up. Again, this is all in my mind. This is not scripted. Yeah, in a sense, she has the abilities of a world alterer, and but she chooses to do it to a local degree, where she can't destroy Her abilities would include like invisibility. There would be flight or levitation, and um, let's see, just a like an energy beam where it could like melt at super high degrees, like, and so many other things that yeah, but it doesn't. Oh yeah, here's another difference. Here's another difference of World Alterers that between World Alterers and Reality Shapers. At least for Hood. Um, Hood does not. She can't really manifest things out of nothing. Like, she technically has this energy, but it has to come from somewhere, which makes it more logical than, like, like World Alterers who could like Jade Lark who can make a building out of a bullet, or like bullets out of nothing really, like thin air. Um, yeah, yeah. Hood could only like really produce like energy blasts that could also turn into like something else, but it has to come from a source. It can't like come from like like I don't know. It really changes a lot. Like you can't turn thin air into into a statue of yourself. You have to get like you have to at least get like a building that could be molded into one, that could realistically be molded into one, like kind of like make a little figurine out of this water bottle, I guess. Um, but it has to be somewhat reasonable. Can't, but that's still a big power if you really put your mind to it. But yeah, these are basically how the reality shaping works. So that last one really didn't make any sense, but I hope you got it. I hope you got it with that one. Yeah, reality shapers go to other worlds, perhaps, but like sometimes their limitations is their self. Can't say more about Hood's like Destiny or anything like that, but I told you about a Destiny, so who knows. Anyways, all of these characters are gonna have like future stories, so I wanted to get that, and there are going to be more reality shapers and more world alterers in the future. But yeah, like, and also I didn't even talk about like the leader of reality or Romians, because leader of reality is has the job of like just maintaining the reality itself. It's granted this ability already, like no consequence really, other than like if it was in bad shape. And then like Romians have this organic, like natural part, which again I feel like should be in its own video. So yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'm gonna be trying to make more of these videos. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Remember to subscribe, turn your know, and arrows 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 and join survivors. And yeah, I'll see you later. I guess I don't know. Bye.